I don't want to be hoggish about this, so I'll tell you what. Let's divide the worm. And we'll draw a line and bisect them. Now, all on that side of the line is yours. I'll take all on this side. Well, barbecue my ham hocks. Your half is gone. Now, don't give me no lip, son. You gotta stick by your bargain. I'd do the same. Well, hog gravy and chitlins. My half is gone. I know what you're gonna say, son. When two halves is gone, there's nothing left. And you're right. It's a little old worm who wasn't there. Two nothings is nothing. That's mathematics, son. You can argue with me, but you can't argue with figures. Two half nothings is a whole nothing. And I know what I'm talking about because...
What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? This your boy Podrey, and I'm recording this video from Second Life. I'm doing a lot of multitasking. Basically, I'm going through my catalog of music because I'm a DJ here on Second Life. I just started like a month or two ago, and I don't want to play any music where folks are calling each other nigga or bitch. Now, I know my culture pretty well. I'm 46, and you know, there's always something to learn. Alright, so when it comes down to, you know, using the B word, I can understand, I can understand, you know, if you're calling the car bitch, like, I'm gonna put this bitch in reverse, skirt, you know what I'm saying, that's cool with me. Or if you're eating some ice cream, like, ooh, this bitch is cold, you know what I'm saying? Or this bitch gave me a head freeze, you know what I'm saying? I'm cool with that. But I don't like women calling each other bitches or calling themselves a bitch. And I don't like when guys call each other nigga or call other guys bitches. You know what I'm saying? I'm not cool with that anymore. Now, to contradict that, I am so used to saying it that I have to make a conscious effort not to, because I'll be quick to be like, man, that nigga this or that nigga that, you know what I'm saying? But that's me personally, and that's something that I gotta fix. But what I bring to Second Life through this music, it's a big responsibility. Now, here I am, like I said, I'm multitasking, and I'm listening to my music to make sure that, you know, I scan it thoroughly. And anytime I hear the N word or the B word, you know, I look for the clean version of the song. And so, as I was on YouTube, I noticed that there was a video about Jada Pinkett referring to or making a statement to Chris Rock, or maybe not to Chris Rock, but no, I don't think it was to Chris Rock, because she didn't, you know, personally, just from what I heard so far, I haven't seen the whole video, but from what I heard so far, she didn't just say, Chris, I think you and Will should. She didn't say it like that. She was like, I hope that they, you know what I'm saying, find a way to fix it, type of shit. And I'm thinking to myself, here it is, it's a few months past the whole Will Smith and Chris Rock thing, And I'm like, shouldn't that have been, if Will Smith can walk up to Chris Rock and smack him, shouldn't she have been a few steps behind him, either pulling his coattails, you know what I'm saying, to slow him down to bring him back to his seat, or if she didn't get there fast enough to grab his hand and walk him back up to Chris and be like, you know, off mic, blah 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 blah, you know what I'm saying, to the both of them, you know what I'm saying, scolding her man and also apologizing to Chris. If she is the friend, you know what I'm saying, Will Smith, Jada Pinkett, Chris Rock, they've been friends for years. Alright? So if it's something that comes between these two men that's related to her, then she should be in between that, being like, yo, come on, bruh. Come on, y'all. You know what I'm saying? This ain't cool. I'm not taking it like this, or whatever. And it should have been squashed right then and there. But it wasn't. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't. So, pointing fingers right now, it's like, between Jada Pinkett Smith and Will Smith, both of them are to blame for what had happened, because it could have been prevented. You know what I'm saying? It takes a minute for Will to get up and walk up there to Chris. She could have been right behind him. She's played in action movies and things like that, so you know what I'm saying, there's nothing slowing her ass down. Alright, and then, you know, for the last couple of weeks, I have been checking out this Sasha Banks and Naomi situation with the WWE. And since then, Sasha Banks has been released. Now, if you don't know who Sasha Banks is, Sasha Banks is Snoop Dogg's cousin. Let me not put it like that. Sasha Banks is a female wrestler, was a female wrestler for WWE. And she rose up in the ranks. You know what I'm saying? She went from independent to, you know, training, you know, with the WWE and being in NXT and all that shit. And she has, you know, left a legacy with the wrestling entertainment. Alright? And Naomi has done the same thing. Reason why I'm speaking of Sasha the most is because Sasha Banks has been said to be the best women's wrestler on the roster, or was on the roster. Alright? So, with that being said, it goes back to this video that I was watching or listening to with Jada Pinkett, and she had also said that, you know, it's something that is the truth as far as everyone should be getting along. There's so much going on right now within our culture, us versus them type thing, that we don't need extra controversy. And that takes me all the way back to the point of the WWE have always been on some racist shit. They've always been on some racist shit. So at first, when I heard about Sasha and Naomi giving up their belt and walking off, I was like, yo, you know what I'm saying, was somebody talking some racist shit? So, you know, or was it, you know what I'm saying, basically anything racial? And I haven't heard that yet. They haven't reported anything like that yet. So I'm still, you know, curious to why they gave up their belts and walked away from the company. There was a report that said that they Naomi and Sasha had said that the reason why they're leaving is because they didn't trust the other two females they was going to end up wrestling against. And I'm saying all this loosely because it's not quotable. You know what I mean? I'm just saying the gist of it. And I think you should, do your own research to get the answers to this. But I'm sitting here wondering, what's really going on, because a person don't have to be stuck in a situation that they're uncomfortable with. This is a big fucking world. There's a lot of things going on, and when it comes down to the WWE, or when it comes down to wrestling period, a person can move around. There's a lot of other companies that are out there. It don't matter. It's like, if you're really unhappy, then you'll take a pay cut. You will, go down a few levels if you need to, just to get away from the pain that you're going through, if it's really about the pain. A lot of people, they bitch, moan, and complain, but they will not do what they really, really need to do to get away from the toxic environment that they're in, or that they're complaining about. And so I'm sitting here, listening. Well, I have to finish the video about Jada and the Chris Rock and Will Smith thing. I also want to finish the video about what Booker T is talking about, because I've seen a couple of these videos from this podcast. They break them up in different segments, and you get them. You don't get the whole thing. So I've been catching them here and there. But quite frankly, I'm just on some shit like, man, as far as us uniting, it's going to take a minute, and it's going to take a lot to get us to fucking finally unite. And I can't wait to see what happens, because, I'm on the fence about it. I'm like, man, there's a lot of shit we can do on our own, that we should be doing on our own. Fuck getting assistance, government assistance. You know what I'm saying? It's like, we're smart enough to fucking be the best that we can be. And it's been proven. You got people that have come from the ghetto, and they have made things work for themselves. No matter how they had to do it, they did it. And that's the part where I'm just like, if one person can do it, then other people can do it as well. So I don't have any sympathy for anybody who says that things is hard and they can't do it, or it can't be done. That's like some bullshit. It really is. As long as we got breath in us, we should always be striving to do something to better ourselves. And so anyway, I'm about to get off this video. Let me go back to these scenes, so you can see the title. And here's the title. Here's the YouTube channel, Reality of Wrestling, if you want to see what's going on, what Booker T is talking about. This topic of racism in the WWE, all you gotta do is type in WWE racism, or anything, related to the WWE and racism, and you'll get a bunch of videos. If you want to hear more about Sasha Banks and Naomi, you just type in their names. And if you want to see what's going on with Jada, Will Smith, and Chris Rock, well, see right here where you can just hit hashtag and put their names in, and you'll get, you know what I'm saying, you'll get sent to a place where you can start to, you know, do your own research and things like that. But for real, you know, there's got to be an answer to the issues and the problems that we're having. Right now, people are talking a lot of shit. And when I say that, I'm saying it as in, like me, I got my own opinions, but I don't have any answers. And I'm not coming off with, I'm not getting off my ass and making things happen. So there's a lot of people like me out here, but there's also a lot of people that are in a position to really make things happen. So I got a disclaimer, and this is how it goes. I'm not the smartest person, and I'm not the dumbest person. I've done my research on some things. There's a whole lot of shit out there that I still need to do research on. What I need you to do is to question everything that I'm talking about, every topic that I'm talking about. Question it. Do your research on each of these topics and form your opinion on these topics. The most important thing that you can do is when you get an educated opinion about this shit, or whatever, fuck it, when you get an opinion about this shit, share it. I don't know how you're gonna share it, but share it. The reason why you should share your opinion is because you never know when somebody else is thinking about the same shit that you're thinking about, but they don't have anybody else to talk to about it, and it's very fucked up and lonely to feel like you're all alone in a crowded room, meaning you're the only person that's thinking on the level that you're thinking, and you got a bunch of other people around you that's looking at you like you're the weirdo. So, yo, share your opinions with people, but educate yourself on whatever you're talking about. You know what I'm saying? Some education is better than no education. But anyway, this is Padre. I'm about to get out there. I'm about to get out. I was going to say I'm about to get off this bitch. Hydrate, eat well. You know, make sure your mental health and your physical health is straight, is good, so that way you can survive out here. COVID is still strong. You know what I'm saying? So do what you gotta do to protect yourself and then protect other people from you. You know what I mean? Other than that, I'm out. Peace. Alright, hold on. I'm back. I just watched finished watching this whole video, and I kind of get pissed off a little bit more over the fact that this could have been squashed way before it got so publicized. You know what I'm saying? Way before anybody else could have had a real, opinion about the shit. Basically, the next morning after the shit happened, if not later on that night. It doesn't take a man too long to calm down over some shit. Now, I've been married before, and I've seen my wife look at me and expect something from me, a reaction or something, and we've had arguments over shit like that before. So I kind of understand where that point of view comes from, where you got to step up and go do some shit. But still, I remember telling my females in the past that, yo, if you start some shit, don't expect me to be your knight in shining armor. Not unless you just, you're getting jumped on and you really need help like that. But in this, she didn't start anything. So it's like, if there's so many things that could have happened instead of Will Smith walking up to the stage. Chris Rock knew where they were sitting, and Will Smith could have just stood up, and you know how you take your finger and go across your neck, like cut it out, cut that shit out, you know what I'm saying? Then Chris Rock would have seen that, would have been, you know, would have put his hands up like, my bad, let me take that shit back. You know what I'm saying? There's so many things that could have happened instead of, you know, the outcome that really did happen. And then it's like, for them trying to punish Will Smith, you know, the Academy committee and shit, it's like, this man is well established. You're not punishing him by banning him from the Academy and banning him from receiving any awards or anything like that. Fuck that. The man can still go make movies. The man can still go get paid. The man can still, you know what I'm saying, live his life the way he's going to live his life. There's no punishment that you can put on this man. You know what I'm saying? Chris Rock, I don't know how many statements he has made about this situation, but I personally don't know what I would have done in that situation. You know what I'm saying? It's a thing of, do I go into a stereotype of what men of my color do, men of my culture do, or do I keep the professionalism alive? Because there are other people, there are other men of my culture that is watching this. So professionalism equals a lot of doors that are open for a person who's professional. So, you know, it's a lot to think about, it's a lot to process at that given second, at that given moment. But afterwards, I would say, as far as holding a grudge or being pissed off at somebody, if you have ever had a friend or a family member that have done something, that has done something real fucked up to you, and they ain't come to you and apologize for the shit and really mean it, you cut them the fuck off. You know what I'm saying? It's like, I know they say you can't choose your family, your blood, you know what I'm saying, what runs through your veins and things like that, but you know, there's a lot of cutthroat ass family members who don't give a fuck about the next family member. And then, as far as people in general, you can't trust somebody. You just can't put all your trust in people. You never know what the next person's going to do at any given time. You never know what they're prepared to do to throw you under the bus in order for them to achieve something. If they got to pick you over something else, they might pick that something else over you, period. So, Chris Rock, you know, he went on a comedy tour and he wasn't going to discuss any of this shit that happened. He's basically like, you got to pay me for me to talk about this shit. So, as far as his pride goes, it's hard to tell where his pride went. I know that no man wants to get smacked, period. You know what I'm saying? We're not kids no more. And even as a child, we still don't want to get smacked. You know what I'm saying? So, on that basis, it's like, other than that, I don't know where his pride would have went. He probably could have been like, shit, this brother just opened up the door for me to get more money. Because they did say that his ticket sales rose. Because people was curious to see what he was going to talk about. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, Will Smith did help him get a larger check here and there. But other than that, you know what I'm saying, months after this has happened, it's like, you know, shit, man. It might not be water under the bridge, but it's not supposed to be a fucking a topic that continues on. You know what I mean? His brothers wanted to fight Will Smith and things like that, but it's like, it's easier to cut somebody off than it is to put yourself in an altercation that is a waste of your fucking energy. You know what I'm saying? You got to put energy into wanting to fight somebody and to actually go and do that. What's going to be the outcome, no matter what it is, really, it's not worth the energy, because the situation has already happened. Time has already passed. The emotions, you know what I'm saying? Emotions are emotions, you know what I'm saying? We can turn them shits on and off. We do it all the time depending on what the situation is. So emotions, you know, you can throw that out the fucking window. You know what I'm saying? Trying to protect a family member and things like that. It's like, if your family member didn't go and protect their damn self, then you really don't have the right to fucking go and do something on their behalf. You know what I mean? So, though you see the three of them right here together, they were once friends, and I would say, you know, to throw it all away, to throw it away is sad. You know, it's hard to be in an industry that's racist, and you try to open doors for everybody that you can, and when you find a nice circle of people that you can depend on and trust, it's hard, it's fucked up to ruin that. When you burn that bridge with somebody, it's a fucked up thing. You know what I mean? It goes way past the emotions. You know what I mean? It's just a real fucked up ass thing. So, if anybody's watching this video, and if you made it this far, thank you very much. I hope that you can give the right suggestions and tips and opinions to people that you come across in the future, so that way they make the best decision that they can possibly make, you know what I'm saying, for their mental health and for their physical health. You know, there's no way that you should allow somebody else to really plant a seed in your mind about doing some stupid shit. You have your own mind, your own personality, your own spirit. You should be in control of that, no matter what other people say about you. I know it's hard. You know, it's so hard to do the right thing, but it's very easy to do the wrong thing. So on that note, I'm going to get off of here. And I wish all you, whoever's watching this, I wish you the best. And if you know people in these situations, you know what I'm saying, I hope you give them some of the right opinion and energy, so that way they can walk away from y'all's conversation, you know, and they're in a better place. You know what I mean? All right. Peace.